So here recently, I've really just been in the grinds. It's been rough, it's been grimy, it's been just mountains, obstacles, everything is, in the way, everything is falling apart, and at the same, I mean, look at my hair. I don't even know when the last time it is that I even got a haircut. And in all reality, my body is hurting. My mental, I'm working so long, that my mind is freezing up at times. I'm tired. You can see the bags under my eyes. I mean, it's early in the morning as I'm recording this for you guys right now. And what I have to tell you guys, because a lot of you guys experience this too. A lot of you guys are in the grind as well. A lot of you guys are really in the trenches with it, on the front lines with it, just like this. And what I got to say is they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck about our bodies hurting. They don't give a fuck about our minds hurting. They don't give a fuck about the trials that we're going through. None of that. And that within and of itself is a powerful tool. Look, we're getting after it. They don't care. They don't have a care in the world. Look, I want you guys to understand this. I want you to understand the concept of time. And I want you to understand that, it is rough right now. It is rough right now, but it's not going to be rough later. A lot of us are young. A lot of us are doing these things younger than what, other men that you might even look up to have done it at. And I want you to understand that being that we're young, we have to reiterate to ourselves throughout the day in our daily stoicism, just our mental strength in general, that all of this doesn't matter. And that what really matters at the end of the day is just getting through to the other side. That's it. Just get through. You have to just keep going to get through. No matter what it looks like, if you keep going, you will get through. That's the laws of this game. We don't forget the laws of this game. Our enemies do. Our enemies forget the laws of this game. Our enemies don't remember and don't acknowledge the fact that we are playing the game accordingly. So while it may look like they're winning right now, it may look like they're prospering right now, it may look like that they're right now, in due time, they'll all be wrong. In due time, most certainly. In due time, every last one of them will be wrong. They cannot outlast time. Time is not on their side, but time is on our side. Why is time on our side? Time is on our side because we are doing what is difficult. We're doing what's rough. We're doing what's hard. So I want you to understand that time is not on their side. Time is not on their side in any aspect. Time will forever torture them because they will forever have to remember the day that they did what they did. They will forever have to remember the fact that you're winning and they are not. And it's because we put that time in. I create this content and, I do all of this stuff because I've been endeavoring to, build this tribe and build, our numbers up and do all of that for what purpose? For the simple purpose of wreaking havoc on this world that we're living in today, where we're collectively just getting to all kinds of money, getting to all kinds of different levels of accumulation, not just the fiat currency, but the cryptocurrency. Not only are we doing that, but we're just strong as fuck. We're as masculine as could possibly be. We're intellectual as could possibly be. And we got each other at the end of the day, no matter what. I've been endeavoring to build that since I was a kid. And here we are. We're in the moment of truth. And I'm still here. We're in the moment of truth and I'm still standing. We're in the moment of truth and I'm still pressing forward in spite of what anyone else thinks they're doing to stop me. They're not. They could never stop me. The energy that's resisting us could never stop us, for it was predestined for us to come together. And I want you guys to start utilizing this mindset right here. I want you guys to understand that time is on your side because they might be right today. They might be doing whatever the fuck they're doing right now today. They might be doing it however right now today. They might even be happy today. But we will get the longevity. We will win in the end. We will be right when it's all said and done. You got to zoom out sometimes. In this game that we're playing, it's a long game, and their weaknesses, they never think ahead. They never fully think ahead. You see, we have a different mentality altogether. We always think ahead. We're planning and playing a completely different game than what they're planning and playing. So, allow your enemies to, enjoy their short-term victory. Fine. You won right now. That's what's up. You know, I really don't give a fuck anyway, but I'm just saying that's what's up. You know, these individuals, these people that doubt you, these people that, you know, hate on you, these people that, because this is the realness of it, right? You know, it's a lot of entrepreneurs and other content creators just creating fake motivational stuff and telling you this and that, and, you know, all type of, you know, just keep going, it's okay. No, it's not okay. Everything is not okay. Let's get that understood. But I really don't, it doesn't matter though. They don't give, your enemies don't give a fuck if everything's okay. So why can I give a fuck if everything's okay? It is what it is. So at the end of the day though, you can take power from all those things, because you must understand that they will lose. They will. If you continue to move forward, they will lose. If you continue to do what you're doing, they will lose, because you're going to get everything that you were after. You know, and that's what it's really about in the end when it's all said and done, right? You know, it's about getting to what it is that you set your mind to in the beginning, and achieving and accomplishing and, you know, really sticking to that mindset of be seeing you. That's how I feel. You know, I feel like that in all regards, all the way across the board. You know, a lot of us have been counted out. You know, a lot of us have been forsaken, abandoned. A lot of us have been hated on. You know, we've been going through all of that. That's why I say that encompasses the grind right there. The grind really is not the work. You know, because if you're gifted at what you're doing, you're intellectual, like you have the desire to do it, the grind is not the work. The grind is what you have to go through in this period of time. The grind is what you have to go through in order to make it to the other side. You know, and in all reality, you got to start looking at yourself like it's all internal. You know, these external things make no difference. They don't control me. What kind of man do you want to be remembered as? Do you want to be remembered as the man that allowed things to externally control him? He put his feelings before everything else. Because look, I'm going to tell y'all this right now. If you can't lead past pain, if you cannot lead past pain, then you're not built for this. You know what I mean? You might as well never watch another video of mine ever again, because you're not cut from the same cloth as me. If you don't even have the desire to learn how to do that. Now, if you can learn how to do that, it is a skill set that we got to cultivate. And I'm still learning how to do that. But I'm just saying that I understand now that you have to lead past your pain. You have to figure out how to put the things that are more important first before your feelings, your team before your feelings, you know, and in all reality, right, we have certain things that we aim to do. You know, it's at least one person that you want to provide for. Make sure they never go without, you know, and achieving that would mean everything to me, just as I know it mean everything to you. Winning in general really has less to do with the material components, but more to do with who I am. So when you look at it from that perspective, understanding that the grind is not even the work. The work is not even the work. The work is you. The work is the purpose. That's why the purpose is you. You know, I've made content with, you know, just real shit type of questions as far as like, you know, what is the purpose, or, you know, what's the meaning, or for what, you know, because that's stuff that you experience during the grind period. But nonetheless, though, the purpose, you know, remains the same, which is you. The purpose is not the money. The purpose is not the possessions. The purpose is not the business. The purpose is not any of that, right? That's not even why I started making content, to build what we have. The purpose is us. The purpose is me as a man, and the purpose is you as a man, and who we are together as brothers. That's what this purpose is. And so when you look at it from that perspective, understanding that the purpose is you, then that means that I can never, not one time is the enemy of mine going to say they even saw me with my fucking head down. Yeah, I'm that type of man. I'm cut from that type of cloth. There's nothing that you can do on this earth that's even gonna make me put my head down. I'm gonna do nothing but put my chest up and my head up, my chest out, you know, and face it. You know what I'm saying? Every time. So here's what we got to understand, right? People don't like that. People don't like that because they want to see you crumble. They want to see you weak. They want to see you vulnerable, this and that. And look, here's the thing. You can desire something and still not be in those positions. I desired many things. I desired many outcomes. But, you know, I'm not tailored, fixated on those outcomes. It is what it is. I'm not going to give my balls up for it. No, of course not. Why would I do such a thing as that? And that's when I really cultivated and understood the mindset of be seeing you. Because give a fuck what you're talking about right now, what you're thinking, what you're going through right now. They will be seeing you. You know, they will have to see you again. They will have to see the fact that you remained unbroken. And at the end of the day, that is what it is. You know, I think that sometimes the creator, sometimes the ancestors simply just want to see the true strength of your being. You know, they want to see you really like want to die for this shit. They want to see you really, you know, put everything on the line for it. They want to see you give your heart and soul to it. And while you're doing that, it ain't nobody but you and the creator, the ancestors, the powers that be. It's just you and them. That's it. It's not a big crowd cheering you on. It's not your parents, you know, giving you that support. I mean, you might have a couple individuals, you know, that extend their hand, but for the most part though, 90% of that is just you and it's them. And you know, they want to see the true strength of your being, right? You know, you got to know how to do that. So it is what it is. I mean, look, don't resist it, don't fight it, don't do none of that. Because it makes no difference for you to give energy to that when you could be giving energy to moving forward. And you know, that's why I get on here and I give this to you guys, because I know that what we have is more valuable than what these other people have. What I'm giving to you guys is one of the most valuable things that could ever be given. That's real time, you know, commentary. That's real time intellectual questions and conversations and all of that stuff, in addition to, you know, us getting after it. But, you know, just to understand, like, and hear from my perspective, I know for a fact that many of you guys are going through the same thing. We're going through the same thing, and it is what it is, you know, and I live what it is that I say. You know, I do what it is that I say, you know. So when it really boils down to it, I'm telling you guys, you gotta just, man, look, they gonna be what they gonna be right now. In fact, it is gonna be what it is right now in general, just all the way across the board. You know what I mean? Like the art of money making, you know, the art of business building, all of this stuff is compounding, right? It's compounding over time. And, you know, it's in a way, it's a lagging effect. I understand that because I have mentors in real life as well for entrepreneurship, to be specific, but like it's lagging though. You know, it hasn't caught, and for a lot of us, it hasn't caught up with us yet. But when it does catch up, don't be deceived. You know, be not deceived. Please be not deceived. The work that you've put in will amount to everything plus more that you thought it was going to. I guarantee it. It will catch up with you. The work will catch up with you. All those nights that you put in when you were young, all of those sacrifices you made that when you didn't have to, all those times that you just stood on all 10 and didn't give up your balls for it, didn't compromise for it, didn't make deals with people, didn't make exceptions with people. It is what it is for it. All that time that you did that and you was a man for it, and you was really a man, yeah, it's gonna catch up with you for sure. No doubt about that. No doubt about that at all. I say that with 100% certainty, 100% conviction, and 100% confidence. And you got to just step forward into that, knowing that I'll be seeing you. So it is what it is, man. They think they can do whatever they want right now just because they think you in a certain position. Fine, go ahead and do what you're doing, but just know you making your bed, because you will be seeing me. Most certainly you'll be seeing me. And I'd hate to be you when that come around. Because yeah, I'm not letting off on no break. I mean, I'm not letting my foot off the gas at all. It ain't gonna be no breaks. You know, we mashing. That's what we doing. And you know, anybody that even, man, I don't even want to hear them say my name. You know, and I know a lot of y'all can relate to that, man. They don't even deserve to call out my fucking name. You know what I mean? And look, when you really, I can't stress this enough, when you really embody that, resistance comes with that. but who gives a fuck? Like, resistance is an omnipresent factor in this life, and we got to understand that, like, flow state is the ultimate achievement of the day, you know, and all the things that are within our control, all the things that we need, and, you know, we just move forward in that, you know. So it is what it is as far as, you know, all of those things are concerned. And, you know, I say that a lot because that's the reality of these situations, man. You know, and don't forget that time is on our side, man. The ancestors are on our side. God is on our side. I could give a fuck about who else is on my side. The whole world can go against me. I got God on my side. I got the ancestors on my side. Because never forget that I'm not solely doing this on my behalf. I'm doing this because I was chosen for this. I'm doing this because I was instructed to do this. I'm putting in the work like this because I was gifted to do this. And that's what it is they really hate on. But guess what? They still not going to be gifted at the end of the day. They still not going to be chosen at the end of the day. They still not going to have nothing at the end of the day because they will be wrong. You know, time is not on their side. Man, look, let's really be real about it, right? Who put in more work than us? Let me know. Point me to the man that puts in more work than us. And by us, I'm talking about the real chosen, no matter what your age is. If you're 19 or you're 50 years old, you know what I mean? If you a man that's getting up and really sacrificing and putting in that work for this greater cause that we really collectively share on a, you know, collective mastermind level, you know, just quantum entangling with different thoughts, you know, we get deep off into that. But, you know, if you're really putting in that type of work, name an individual that puts in more work than you. Name them. That's been sacrificing longer than you. Name them. That's really dedicated, that would really do anything for it. Name them. They not cut like that. They're not gonna do anything for it. So of course they're gonna make some excuses and, you know, we're gonna be the bad guy and this and that. Like, fuck all of that. You didn't want to put the work in, so you're going to get exactly what you're going to get in due time, and I'm going to get exactly what I'm going to get in due time, which is this win right now. For us right now. You know, and that's really what I have to give to you guys. You know, like, yeah, we could dive deep off into, you know, some information, a truth seeking session, all of that, but man, right now, I don't feel like we need that right now. You know what I mean? Really just, in all honesty, I feel like right now, all we need is this type of dialogue and conversation with each other. You know, because the world got this shit confused. Man, these other individuals in your life as well as mine too, you know, they got this shit confused, man. You know, so we got to get up and remind them what's real and what's not. We got to get up and remind them who's in control and who's not. And, you know, by in control, I mean in control of the dynamic that is self. They're not even in control of self. So how they feel like they got some type of power? They not even in control of themselves. Man, these individuals make no difference in the process, man. Distractions occur, resistance occurs, you know, boredom occurs. All of this stuff occurs. That's what the grind is. So you got to understand that the grind is not the work. The work is not an issue at all. Like, the work has never been an issue for me. You know, when it really boiled down to it, the grind encompassed everything that's outside of your control. And the trick is to make you think and make you focus on a different realm or a different area. Don't do that. Don't focus on a different realm or a different area. Man, focus just on you. Focus just on what you can control. Focus just on what the work that you're putting in, because it will catch up with you. And the reality is, the trick of this enemy, the trick of this type of stuff is to make us think that we don't have each other when we do. We do have each other. All of you guys have me, and I have all of you guys. Whether we know each other yet or not, it doesn't matter. It's predestined for us to quantum entangle, because we've already quantum entangled with some of the, you know, higher thought ideas as far as what we're bringing into fruition. A lot of you guys want to do entrepreneurship. A lot of us are hitting that gym. A lot of us are dangerous a lot of us are doing some of the same things, having similar thoughts. And the trick is to make us think that we can't utilize this social media tool to come together when we can. We can utilize this internet to come together while they utilize this internet to make everyone else stupid and indoctrinate them and make them think that the world is all sunshine and rainbows and shit. I don't care about none of that. I care about utilizing this internet so that we can really come together and, have a different type of energy altogether. And that's really what the taking control of the narrative initiative stems from. It stems from the simple fact that we are, it sounds like we're going to never let them forget who we are and all that. But it really came from me sitting back like, man, I'll be seeing you. That's the mentality that I have. And, I've had for some time. It's be seeing you. They can feel how they want to feel right now. The world can even feel how they want to feel right now. We have opposition on every level. I know you guys got opposition within your families. I know it's people that counted you out, that knew you on a sub-personal level. But then on a global level, the world counts us out too. So we gonna just let everybody know, be seeing you. You know what I mean? We're gonna be seeing you. We working out hard. We dangerous. Be seeing you. We get into some massive accumulation. Be seeing you. We're doing getting in different meetings and understanding our tribes and all that. Be seeing you. That's the mentality. And I don't feel the things that I used to feel. When you spend enough time in this grinds, I want you guys to understand that sooner or later you become seasoned. And sooner or later, you're able to, once you have a certain level of intellect, it does come with questions, like one of my prior videos. But at the same time, it allows you to disconnect from the illusions. See, other individuals will never disconnect from these illusions. It'll be things that'll bother them for the rest of their life. But you see me, I can disconnect from these illusions and understand that they really have no importance. Understand that, what does it really matter at the end of the day? It doesn't. Because at the end of the day, I will not be forsaken by the Creator, by God. I will not be forsaken by the ancestors. I will not be forgotten. The stuff that I put in, when I did put it in, it will be the reward on the other side. Whatever that reward is something that's greater than what we're currently collectively experiencing right now. And we push forward on the other side to that. See, that's why we need each other, because it be days where I know a lot of you guys just quit, and the more seasoned individuals like myself, got to lead you guys into understanding that, you just have to, you're going to quit 1,000 times in your minds. You can just never quit in reality though. But in your mind, you'll quit 1,000 times. In your mind, you'll be done 1,000 times. In your mind, you'll think that, oh, well, this is an obstacle I can't get past 1,000 times. And then you always just find a way, and you continue to progress forward. So taking all that into perspective, it is safe to assume, that be seeing you is a mentality that many of you guys can relate to. And it's something that we dive forward into with full force ahead. Full force ahead. That's really the cloth that I'm cut from at this point. And, that's what I project forward is, the be seeing you mentality. Because at the end of the day, they can't be right for long. And I think Alex Hormozy said that, he said that, they're right now because they're thinking in terms of days. But when you're thinking in terms of decades, they'll be wrong. You gotta be that man that's, a sea of people in front of you saying that so you think we're all wrong. This was also by him. You think we're all wrong. And then you look at them and say, yeah, I do. Man, aim to be that type of man when it's all said and done. Give a fuck what they see. A lot of people only tell you to be that type of man, and they're only gonna be that type of man when it's appreciated. They're only gonna be that type of man when they get celebrated and shit. Look, I don't care about none of that at this point. In the beginning, yeah, like that was a something I did think would occur. But once it didn't occur, I learned that it didn't matter, because at the end of the day, it's not even about what anyone else thinks. It's solely about what you think. What you think is the only thing that matters. You see, I see so many individuals teaching and preaching that stuff about you know, you're right, you know, your opinion matters the most and all that type of stuff. And a quote by Marcus Aurelius tells us, you know, that it's crazy how individuals claim to love themselves. That self-love stuff that we see going on now, individuals claim to love themselves more than everyone else, and yet they value others' opinions more than they value their own. Don't, you know, that's not a man. No, that ain't no man. A man is one that really knows at the end of the day, the purpose, the sole purpose of any of these endeavors is who the fuck you're becoming. That's it. You know, it's who you're becoming, and you got to get power and tools in any way, that shape, form, fashion that you can. You know, that's why I don't agree with people that, you know, a lot of people don't understand these type of endeavors. You know, they don't. They don't understand that in order for you to get from A to B, in order for you to really achieve the type of stuff that we talk about, in order for you to really become that kind of man, even in today's world, something has to be wrong with you to even want to do it. That's a fact. You have to go to such dark places to even pull energy from, that most people would quit at that point. And, you know, to continue on, we pull energy from anywhere we can get it from. You know, we pull energy from the people that doubt us. We pull energy from the doubt that we used to have in ourselves. We pull energy from who we used to be. You know, oftentimes I go back and watch the oldest pieces of content that I've ever made, and just to see what I've became in that period of time, you know, I have nothing but respect for that grind and that hustle. But to do that and to continue to do that, you got to go to some dark places, and you got to be comfortable with that. They don't understand what that takes. You know what I mean? So they're looking for celebration, all this other type of shit. Like, that really doesn't make a difference at the end of the day. What's going to make the difference at the end of the day is you understanding that that's what it takes. You understanding that one of those dark places and mentalities that you can go is be seeing you. It's simple. Yeah. You know, torturing them with success, you know, is something that, you know, I envision daily, to be 100% honest with you guys. I envision it daily, man, torture, but not just my success though, our success. You know, I envision all of us, every single one of us that are rising up right now, coming together, and them just hating that, you know, torturing them with success. Like, literally torturing, like they can't go be seeing you. They can't go anywhere without seeing us. They can't go anywhere without seeing us. And, you know, I think that when you really look at the time period, and I really just feel the energy of the air, you know, and I'm like, you know, this is it. You know, this is the moment of truth, right? You know, these are some deciding factors, you know, when everything ceases to make sense and everything, you know, begins to fall apart in different aspects. I believe that's just when you're on the right track. As crazy and as sick as that sounds, as dark as that is, I think that's when you're really on the right track. And, you know, I want everyone to understand that you don't need anybody, man. You don't need anybody. If a person doesn't want to be in your life, if a person doesn't want to acknowledge, you know, what you do, if a person doesn't want to do this and do, like, it doesn't matter, because you don't need them. Like, all this entire journey, even this physical realm is fake. It's an illusion. So when you take that into account, understanding that, you have to understand that all things that you desire are possible. And when you really put that time in with it like that, and, you know, that's where my previous talk of fate really comes in at, because as I was discussing fate, you know, as I was discussing, you know, that fate is something that you're met with from time to time, my entire real perspective and point was, you know, the be seeing you ties into it also, because when you really put that work in, when you really put that time in, when you really put those sacrifices in for it, you will be met with the reward. You will. While you did all of that time and time again, you stayed true. You stayed true to who you were as a man. That work built you into the man that you are right now. And that man that you are right now gets met with fate with exactly what it is that you've desired.